Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I think you are in good health. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to SHC English online class. This is MD Yarul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Shimanta Adarsh College, Shatkhira. Learners, in my last class I discussed the primary conception regarding narration. So, at first I would like to remind you once again the 5 points that are necessary to transform any direct speech into indirect speech. Can you remember? What are they? Okay, I am just telling them once again. There, at first you have to change the repeating verb. This is the first rule that is very much necessary to turn any direct speech into indirect one. What is the second one? Can you remember? Okay, I am telling. The second one is to use connector. It may be conjunction or preposition too. To join the two parts, two colors, to turn any direct speech into indirect one. What is the third one? The third one is the changing of first person in the speech and the second person. Can you remember what I said in the last class? First person indicates the first man, I mean the speaker, and the second person indicates the listener. So, I am going to tell you the fourth on. This is the changing part, I mean changing forms of finite words in the speech. You have to change the verbal pattern in the speech. And the fifth one, have to change some adverbs of time and adverbs of place, and some demonstrative adjectives and pronouns. So, you should keep these 5 points in mind to transform any direct speech into indirect one. Learners, okay. In my last class, I also showed you how to face an assertive sentence or interrogative sentence as the repetitive speech. I mean, when you will find assertive sentence or interrogative sentence as the repetitive speech, what you have to do? We have learned it in the last class. Okay. Today, I will discuss how to face imperative sentence, how to face optative sentence and exclamatory sentence, and how to turn them from direct speech into indirect one. Okay. Before doing this, I would like to show you the changing verbal patterns today from direct to indirect one. Direct, indirect. If you find verb on or verb on plus s or es, what you have to do? You have to change it into verb 2. If you get verb 2 in the direct speech, what you have to do? You have to change it using had plus verb 3. So, this is the present indefinite tense, and this will be turned into past indefinite. In the same way, this is the past tense. What you have to do? You have to change it into past perfect, had plus verb 3. Then, if you get am, is, are in the direct speech, what you have to do? You have to change them into was, were. In the same way, if you get have, has, what you have to do? You have to change it as had, I mean into had. Then was, were. Was, were. What you have to do to face was, were? Had been. You know the past participle form of was, were. this is the first participle form of was were been, and before been we have to use had. Okay. Then modal auxiliary, I mean the present form of modal, can, shall, will, may, and so on. You have to turn them into the past form. Can, maybe, could, shall, should, will, would, and so on. In such a way, you have to change them. Okay. Okay, dear learners, if you get had plus verb 3, so there will be no sense. Had plus verb 3, the changing format will be the same. And if you get the past form of the model, could, would, what you have to do? Should, you have to keep them same. Could will be the same could, should will be should, would will be would in the interrogative speech. Okay. And in interrogative sentence, we find such a structure: do, does, subject, verb 1. This is the structure that is seen in present indefinite tense. In interrogative sentence, what you have to do, you have to write the subject first, subject, then you have to change the finite verb, I mean the principal verb, had to, verb 2. You have to remove do and does. Why? Because do and does are used just to make an interrogative sentence of present indefinite tense. At the same time, these two auxiliaries are used to make negative of present indefinite tense. At the same time, did, subject, verb 1. This is the structure of past indefinite of interrogative sentence. So what you have to do to face them, you have to use subject first, then you have to remove this did. Did this here is indicating past indefinite tense. So this will be the past perfect, had plus verb 3. So in such a way we can change the verbal patterns from direct into indirect in such a way. Okay, dear learners, now I am going to show you how to face imperative sentence, optative sentence and exclamative sentence, and how to change them into indirect one. Dear learners, imperative sentence. Do you know the structures of imperative sentence? Generally, imperative sentence can be in 3 ways. In such ways, we find them. Number 1, verb, object or extension. The second one, don't or never. Then verb, object and extension. And the last one, let. Let, object, verb and the object. Okay. In these ways, we find imperative sentence. So, in my last class, I also referred to you how to change the reporting verb in the case of imperative sentence. You have to use ordered, advised, requested. Can you remember? Okay. So, see the example. To join such kind of a structure, what you have to use as connector? To. And in this case, not to or never to. Not to or never to. And in the case of let, what you have to do? That. Okay. So these are the connectors that are used to turn the direct speech of imperative sentence into indirect tone. Okay. See the example. She said to me, give me your book. So this is my first task, to turn it into indirect tone. This sentence is referring to, we have to replace said to using requested. Requested me, and to connect this part with that one, what you have to use? We have to use to here. To give me. Me is indicating the first man. So her, and this your is indicating the second person, I mean the second man, listener. My book. Okay. In the same way, don't, never, verb, object and extension, we can turn such kind of a structure of imperative sentence into indirect tone. See the example. Karim said to me, never tell a lie. What you have to do? This is perhaps an advice. So said to will be replaced using advised. Karim is advising me. Karim advised. So we have to use advised. Advised me, and now we have to use never to. Never will be the same, never to tell a lie. Okay. In this way, we can complete these two structure and turn them from direct speech into indirect tone. Dear learners, now I am going to face let of imperative sentence. Let us, if you get let us, this let us indicates propose, indicates proposal. Let us indicates proposal. Let us. If you get the object of let us, so you should take it as proposal. So what you have to do? You have to replace the reporting verb using proposed. You have to replace the reporting verb using proposed in the case of let us. Okay, I am showing you. She said to me, let us go there. So at first what you have to do? Let us, this let us, us, after let indicating here proposal. So what you have to do? We have to change the said to here using proposed. She, and you have to use to after proposed. Proposed to me. What you have to use here? That as connector, that. Then let will be removed. Us. This us is indicating both the listener and speaker. Both the listener and the speaker. So we have to join them. We have to use the plural form both of she and me. So if you add she with me, what will the plural form? The plural form will be we. We. And after the subject, you have to use should. In the case of proposal, we have to use should after the subject, should. Then go there. So, this will be the answer of this problem. She proposed me that we should go there. Okay, dear learners. But when you will find let plus me, him, it, them, and so on, what you have to do? This do not indicate proposal. So, you have to change the direct speech in general way. Suppose, see the example, she said to me, let me go there. As we have got me after let, so there is no question of proposal. What you have to do? We have to change said to using told. Told. After told, we have used listener, then that, then let will be removed, and me indicating the listener, the speaker. So, there we have to use she, and we have to use a model might go there. Okay. So, when we will face letters, what you have to do? We have to use proposed instead of said. At the same time, when we will find let me, him, it, them, what you have to do? You have to do it normally. I mean, you have to replace said to using told, and you have to use connector that, and then the subject, and you have to use a model might go there. Okay, dear learners. Now we will see the case of optative sentence. Optative, you know that generally optative starts with me, the auxiliary me first. Optative sentence, may. In most cases, we find may first in optative sentence, may, subject, verb, and extension. So, what you have to do to face such kind of sentence as the speech, to turn them or turn it from direct to indirect one. Said to will be replaced using wished or prayed. Wished or prayed, and you have to use that as connector, and then after that what you have to do? I discussed in the last class that the last part or last clause must be in assertive form. I mean, must start with subject first. So, here is an example. She said, may Bangladesh live long. So, what we have to do? We have to change the reporting verb using wished or prayed. She wished. Then the linker, I mean the connector that, then the subject first, Bangladesh. Then what you have to do? May will be might, then verb, and the extension long. So, in this way we can turn any speech that is optative from direct to indirect tone. Okay. Now I will show you the exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence. At first, you have to know the structures of exclamatory sentence. How, adjective, then subject and verb, and there is the note of exclamation mark. And the second structure, what, a or n, there may have an adjective or noun, or in some cases we find a or n, then direct noun. And the last part of this sentence we find subject and verb, and there is an exclamation mark. Okay. Generally we find most of the sentence in two structures, but in some cases we find some interjection before a sentence. I mean at the beginning of exclamatory sentence. What are they? Oh, alles oder etc. Then exclamatory mark, then subject, verb, extension, and then a full stop. Okay. So how to face them when we find them in the reported speech? I mean when we find them as indirect speech, direct speech. We have to change the reporting verb using exclaimed with joy in the case of joy, and in the case of sorrow we have to use exclaimed with sorrow instead of said to, I mean reporting verb. I am going to give you an example. The boy said, how charming the bird is. At first we have to change this reporting verb using, this is the case of joy, so we have to use exclaimed with joy. The boy exclaimed with joy, then the character that, and the remaining part, I mean the last clause of this speech must be turned into assertive sentence. So this is the subject, we have to use the subject first, bird, then there will be the verb will be turned into first form was, then we have to replace how using very charming. So in this way we can turn the sentence of exclamatory, I mean sentences, I mean the direct speech of exclamatory sentences into indirect one. Okay. Dear learners, I will go to discuss how to face passage narration now. I have given you some conceptions regarding the various sentences when we face them as direct speech in the inverted comma or comma quotation. Now I will discuss passage narration, how to face passage narration. At first you have to know what is a passage narration. Passage narration, we find this passage narration in a conversation form, I mean in a dialogue form. And what we have to do first to face a passage narration, you have to go through the passage again and again. Then you have to identify which one or which person is the speaker and which one is the listener. This is your first task. And which speech is delivered by which person or who is the listener, you have to determine first. Otherwise, you will not be able to turn this passage narration into indirect tone. Okay. So, what is your first task? To identify the speaker and to identify the listener. Where they will be, we have to bring them at the beginning of the indirect speech. Suppose, where are you going? I am Where are you going? I have an important work to you, said Karim. I am going to college. Said I. So, in such a way, we find passage narration. What you have to do first? We have to search for the speaker and listener first. Let's go. Where there? Where are you going? I have an important work to you, said Karim. So, of these two species, from these two species, we can guess that Karim is the speaker of these two species, two sentences. I am going to college, said I. The speaker of this part is I. So, when Karim will be the speaker, I must be the listener. So, what we have to turn them into indirect tone? We have to bring them at the beginning of the indirect speech. Suppose, Karim, this is an interrogative sentence. So, what we have to do? We have to use asked here. Asked, then the listener, me. In such a way, you have to start the indirect speech. And what will be the connector here? Where? Where? Then you have to use the subject first. Here you is the subject and you have to turn this you using the listener. So, there will be I. And you have to change the auxiliary was. Then going. Dear learners, can you remember what you have to do when you will find both auxiliary and principal verb? Can you remember? Okay, yes. You will just change the auxiliary. You will not touch the principal verb when you will find auxiliary and principal together. So, I have used was instead of are. I was going. So, this is a question and we have also another speech of the same speaker, Karim. So, what you have to do? Here we can add and told. This is an assertive sentence. So, we have to use told and told me, the listener me, and we have to add this part using a connector, that is that, then the subject I, I is indicating the speaker. So here we have to use he. Then have will be turned into had, and important work to you, to you, to you. You is indicating the listener. Who is the listener here? Me. So we have to use me. Okay, you will be replaced using me. Okay, so we have turned these two species into indirect tone in such a way. Now we have the remaining part, I mean remaining speech that is delivered by I. What you have to do to face this speech? Once again we will manage the speaker and the listener. I am going to college. The speaker of this speech is I. So I have used I first. Then as this is an assertive sentence, and this is the answer of the question that is asked by the first speaker, Karim. So there we can use replied. I replied. Then we have to use that. Then the subject I is indicating the speaker I, so it will be the same I, and then am going. What you have to do? We have got auxiliary and the principal verb. We have to just change the auxiliary. Am will be was. Going will be the same, going to college. So in such a way we can face passage narration. This is our first task. What you have to do? We have to bring the speaker and listener first to turn any direct speech into indirect tone. Okay, learners. Now I will give you some concession regarding the more species of the same speaker. When you will find more species of a single speaker, what you have to do? চলবে না আমার ক্লাস কি চলবে এখন কয়টা আপনার ওকে 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 learners, when you will find more species of a speaker, what you have to do? In assertive sentence, assertive sentence, when we will face the first speech, what you have to do? You have to use told, and then also told to face the second speech in assertive form or assertive sentence, or added. You may add added instead of the repeating verb, also told or added. Then further told or also added. Lastly, again told in such a way, or further added. So when you will face more species, I mean many species of a speaker, what you have to do? You have to face them in such a way. At first you have to use told instead of said, I mean said to. To face the second sentence or second speech, what you have to use? You have to use also told or added. And to face the third one or third speech, what you have to use? Father told, also added, again told or father added. In such a way, we have to face the more species, I mean many species of a speaker. Suppose Karim said to me, I am going to college. I have to do the English class. I will also go to the market. Okay. So here Karim has told his speech, delivered his speech in 3 sentences. This is the first one, this is an assertive sentence, and the second one also the assertive sentence, and the third one is also an assertive sentence. So, how can we face them? How can we turn them into indirect on or indirect speeches? At first, you have to use told instead of said to. Karim told me. There you have to use that. Then you have to replace I. First person indicates the speaker, so here we have to use he. Then am will be replaced using was. Going to college. This is the first speech, first sentence that we have already done. Now it is the turn for the second sentence or second speech. What we have to do? We have to add and also told or add it, and also told or add it. You can use either also told or add it. Then that the second speech, I have to do the English class. So here I is indicating the speaker Karim. Once again we will use he instead of Karim. Have to will be turned into had to. Had to do the English class, and there is also another speech, so we will use and further told or also added. Further told or also added. That the last sentence, I will also go to the market. I is indicating surely Karim, so once again we are using he. Will be would here. Would also go to the market. Okay. So in such a way, we can face many species of the same speaker at a time. Okay, dear learners. Now, I will show you the problems when we face vocative case in the speech. Reported speech. Vocative case. Okay. Generally, we find any person's name, just Karim, Rohim, and so on. Or in some cases, we find sir or madam. Sir, madam, my sister, my brother, and so on. In such a way, we find vocative cases in the reported speech. How can we face them to turn a sentence? Turn a direct speech into indirect on with this words or with this vocative case. At first, use them as the listener of the reporting verb. You can use them as the listener of the reporting verb. See the example. She said to me, Karim, help me. Okay. So I have used Karim as the vocative case, and after vocative case you will find a comma. Okay. So Karim is not the subject here. Karim has been used here as vocative case. So what we have to do to face Karim here, you have to bring this Karim or this noun to the place of the listener. So this is an imperative sentence. So it is indicating request here. We have to change requested. We have to use requested instead of said to. Requested. Said to has been replaced by requested. Now me will be changed using Karim. So the vocative case, when it indicates any person's name, we have to use this vocative case as the listener. Then we have to use the connector to. Then after to we have to use the base form of verb. Then me. Me is indicating the speaker. So as here me is an objective form, we have to use the objective form of she. So it will be hard. Okay. So she requested Karim to help her. Dear learners, I have already showed how to face vocative case like anyone's name, Karim or Rohim. Now it is turn for these two words. We sometimes find them at the beginning or at the end of a speech, sir or madam. So in this way we address someone. To address someone we use sir or madam. So what you have to do to turn any speech with these two words, sir or madam, into indirect tone. See the example. We have to use just a single word. You can use politely or respectfully. Okay, either politely or respectfully after the reporting verb. Instead of these two words. See the example. He said to me, sir, I am very sick. Here we have the addressed word, that is sir. Someone here is addressed. So what you have to do to face sir? At first we will use the speaker he. Instead of this said to, we have to use told, as this is an assertive sentence. So we have to use told instead of said to. Told me. Then we will face this word, and we have to replace this word using respectfully. Respectfully or politely. Respectfully. Then you have to use the connector using removing the comma quotation mark, that. Then the subject, this subject I is as this is first person and it is indicating the speaker he. Am will be replaced by was very sick. So in this way we can face sir or madam when we will find them in the reported speech. Now it is the turn for this phrase, my sister, my brother, my friend, and so on. So how can we face them when we find them in the reported speech? See the example. We have to use an extra phrase at the beginning of the indirect speech. What is this phrase? Addressing. addressing, then we will use the listener, then we have to use as, then this phrases. Okay. So addressing, then addressing will be followed by the listener, then we have to use as a preposition here, and after this as we have to use this phrases, I mean my sister, my brother, my friend, and so on. And after this phrase we have to use a comma, and then the remaining part will be turned into indirect tone using the speaker first, then the speaker, then the reporting verb. As usual, you have to advance on as usual. Okay. See an example. Tashin said to me, my friend, help me. Okay, my friend, here is a comma after this phrase. So this is the phrase that is indicating addressing someone. Okay. So what you have to do to face this phrase, we have to use at first addressing. We have to start the indirect speech using addressing, I mean present participle phrase, addressing, then the listener, me. So there will be me, addressing me. Okay. Then we have to use a preposition as, and after as we are using my friends. My here is the first person indicating Tashin, I mean the speaker. So we have to use his friend. Okay. Addressing me as his friend, we have to use a comma, then the speaker Tashin. We have to proceed on as usual. Tashin said to will be replaced by a requested, as it is an imperative sentence indicating requesting someone. Requested, then the listener me, and we have to advance using now to, help me. Me is also the first person and indicating on the speaker here. So we have to use him. So this is the answer. Addressing me as his friend, Tashin requested me to help him. Okay. So in such a way we can face vocative cases when we find them in the directive speech. Okay, dear learners. Dear learners, in some cases, to face an indirect speech, in some cases we find some incomplete part of a sentence in the directive speech, and what you have to face them. Some incomplete part or incomplete phrases, what you have to do to sense them. At first you have to discover the incomplete part, I mean the part that is absent in the sentence, we have to discover first. Then we have to turn this sentence into indirect tone. See the example. Tashrif said to me, where are you going? Where are you going? To college, said I. Okay. From the past speech, we have known that Tashrif is the speaker of the first speech. Where are you going? And the listener is me. And in the last speech, we find that to college. This is a phrase only, and there is no sentence. To college is an adverbial phrase here. Said I. So, we have to discover the incomplete part of this sentence. Incomplete part of this sentence first. Then you have to turn it into indirect one. Okay. The first speech will be turned in such a way. Tashrif asked me. We have to use the WH word here as connector, where then the subject you will be replaced by the listener me. Me will be the subjective form. I, R will be was going. So, Tashrif asked me where I was going. Now it is the turn for the second speaker. I mean the second speech, and I is the second speaker here. So at first we have to discover the incomplete part from this sentence. How can we manage it? To college, surely there will be I, and the present form of was, am here, going. So at first you have to discover this incomplete part. I am going to college. After discovering this incomplete part, you have to change this part into indirect one. So this is a sentence, I am going to college. Now we can turn it into indirect one using the speaker first I. Said to will be replaced by replied, as the first speech was interrogative sentence. So the speaker, the second speaker here is replying the answer that was asked by Tashrif. So we have to use replied. Then that, and this sentence we have to add after this connector, that I. Here I is indicating the new speaker I. So I will be the same here, and then am will be was going to college. So dear learners, you have to manage the incomplete part of a sentence. After managing it, you have to turn this direct speech into indirect one. Learners, if you find any question mark at the end of an assertive sentence, what you have to do? Assertive sentence, but at the end of the sentence, when you find an interrogative mark, suppose Rohim said to me, you have got a plus. This is surely assertive form. Why? Because we have subject first here. So this is the form that is indicating assertive sentence, but at the end of this sentence we have an interrogative mark. So this is not now an assertive sentence. Okay, it has turned into the mixture of two sentences here. For this exclamatory mark, there is the task of exclamatory sentence. Sorry, as there is the interrogative mark. So for this reason, there is the task of interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, and as this is expressing wonder, surprise, so there is the task, there is also the task of exclamatory sentence. So what you have to do to turn this kind of sentence into indirect tone. We have to use an extra phrase, that is being surprised at the beginning. Being surprised. Being surprised. This is the phrase that you have to use at the beginning of the indirect speech. And after this phrase, what you have to use? You have to use the speaker, listener, and turn this total speech into indirect tone using the quotes of interrogative sentence as usual. Rohim, we have to use Rohim as the speaker, then said to will be replaced by asked, then me, and we have to use if here. You is indicating me, so me will be I, then have will be turned into had got a plus. Okay, dear learners, in such a way we can solve such kind of sentence, such kind of problem, to turn such kind of sentence into indirect speech. Okay, when we will find interrogative mark after an assertive sentence, we have to perform this task in such a way. Dear learners, hoping your good health or sound health, I am ending today's class. See you again in the next class. Thank you.